There are many fundamental questions in this life, and one of those fundamental questions is there a hell? And one of the questions would be, if there is a hell, why would a loving God create such a place? Another one of the questions would be, what good does it do for God to create a hell and to send you to hell? And what good does it do for you for God to send you to hell? Well, all those questions are questions that really require answers. And the answers should come from your minister. But the problem is, most of the religious world today teaches the fact that there is a hell. The hell wasn't taught back in the days when Christ was on this earth. It only came later. They could no longer throw the Christians to the lions, so they had to come up with some sort of a fear doctrine that would keep people in line. Heretics could no longer be ripped apart, so Dante's Inferno came along and created this place of no hope, and a place today that we call hell. And that hell is a place of unspeakable punishment for all eternity. The God that I know is a God of gracious love and mercy, and has a purpose for all of mankind. And with the doctrine of hell today, 90% of human beings that have ever lived, which is upward of 60 billion, and maybe even as high as 100 billion, that have walked on the face of the earth, 90% of those, according to religious doctrine, will be in hell. And why, pray tell, is that the case? Why would religion stoop to that sort of a doctrine that would literally confine everybody to that sort of a place? Well, I'm here to tell you the fact that is not true. When you have people that are held captive by psychopaths and are given great pain and suffering for years, then you would call those people psychopaths or mental derelicts of some sort. When religion says that you are going to suffer for all eternity because of some religious doctrine that you didn't adhere to, does that make God a psychopath or a religious or a mental derelict? And the fact is, it doesn't. If hell is not true, and I'm here to categorically tell you that it is not true, then that makes our religious leaders, they have broken 2 of the 10 commandments. And one of those is taking God's name in vain, and the other one is bearing false witness. The Bible tells us to not attribute evil to God, because God is not capable of evil. He says that plainly, and that's what he means. He is a God of great love, and that's what his name is, love. He is love. So you can't say that love and going to hell are synonymous, because they are just not. I remember when I was young, somebody told me, I asked him why, and they said God would only send you to hell for your own good. Well, that made absolutely no sense at all. And I just can't imagine why anybody would believe that sort of doctrine. Well, I have a couple books that I have written. One is called The Purpose of Human Existence, and the other one is The Practical God. And I'll show you the Practical God one right here. The Practical God. It has a lot of the explanations in it that I have just given you on this short video. And the other one is The Purpose of Human Existence. This is my first book that I have written, and it has a chapter in there that explains why we live on this earth. And I'll guarantee you one thing, going to hell is not one of those reasons. So anyhow, I would ask you to get the books if you would like to follow this subject a little bit more deeply, and what the outcome of Satan will be. So thank you, and we'll have another video up on YouTube shortly. So anyhow, thank you very much.